And all right, on the Gravy Boats team, we have Lil Bruiser.
Along with Glam for the Potato Mashers.
All right, Little Bruiser has lead coming around the first corner.
Glam still struggling, but pushing through. Little Bruiser makes an easy pass. Scores another 4. And we've got a panty pass on the
Panty
white.
pass. Ugh. To Kamikaze. And that's the jam.
This is a level 2 jam for the juniors, which means blocking only, no hitting.
Yes, positional blocking only. All right, we got Audrey Hepburn for the Potato Mashers, lead jammer, and we have So Not Sorry for the Gravy Boats.
Sorry Not Sorry makes a quick pass through, taking over, although she still is not lead.
And Audrey Hepburn calls it off. Looks like we've got Trainwreck for the Potato Mashers.
An Artful Dodger for the Gravy Boats. We're back to a level 3 jam, which means hitting is allowed.
Ooh, big fall.
Both teams struggling to get through the pack. Some nice blocking and recycling there by Potato Mashers number 44.
Number 94.
94, sorry.
Looks like Trainwreck is caught in a tripod.
Artful Dodger being recycled. Penalty called. Black number 2 for a multiplayer. Which gives the Potato Mashers a chance to come around into their scoring run. Recycled again, this time by number 711.
And Trainwreck was recycled by number 50. More recycling.
Recycling, of course, is when a player gets hit out and the player who hit them out or the one next to them runs back and forces the jammer to go back with them.
It looks like we might have a panty pass going on. Ooh. Successful pass, but number 2 cannot get through the pack. Not quite. Ooh, rough fall.
Both jammers still struggling to get through the pack. We have had a panty pass on Black. And that's the jam, called off with no points scored. Oh, 4 points scored for White, pardon me.
All right, we got Mac Attack for the Potato Mashers jamming.
Against Abby Kadabi for the Gravy Boats.
No, Speed Demon.
Speed Demon for
Number
the Crazy
66.
Boats.
All right. Okay, so Gravy Boats has lead. Gravy Boats has lead, but Mac Attack is right behind, Oh, big apex jump there from Mac Attack, but it was a track cut. Now it is a power jam for Black. It is a power jam for the Gravy Boats. Ooh.
And Speed Demon makes quick work.
But gets hit out. Some big hits in there.
And Speed Demon is through the pack.
Mac Attack is standing. Mac Attack is re-entering. Oh. Jam is off. This is a close game so far. All right, it looks like this is a level 2 jam, so positional blocking only, no hitting. We've got Rebel for the Gravy Boats.
And Skeeter Swift for the Potato Mashers. Skeeter pushing up against the tripod, trying to get through. Gets her cycled back. And she's back on the track.
All right, Rebel is lead jammer.
Here she comes around to make her first scoring pass.
Oh, and she's through.
Skeeter Swift still struggling to get through for the first time.
Ooh, and Rebel is through the pack again. Oh, Rebel.
Skeeter took the panty off. That has been passed.
Has been passed to Audrey Hitburn.
Who has made it through the pack and coming around for her scoring pass, but is stopped by a call off by Rebel.
We're back to a level 3 jam. That means hitting is allowed. It looks like the Gravy Boats have one in the box, however. We have Smearcat on Gravy Boats, and we have Phantasma jamming for Potato Mashers.
And Phantasma is lead jammer for the Potato Mashers. Looking to score some points and get back on the board here.
All right. Smearcat is through the pack and is coming up on Phantasma. And Phantasma calls it. Now the Potato Mashers have one in the box. Their pivot is in the box.
We've got Glam for the Potato Mashers and Deadly Spins for the Gravy Boats.
And an official timeout. right, 5 seconds to the jam starts.
And they're off with Deadly Spins, making a quick pass through the pack.
Now coming up around the corner.
And they're through again, scoring another 4 points for Black. White still hasn't gotten through the pack for their first pass.
Ooh, big fall. Big fall for Glam on the white team. And Deadly Spins is through the pack again. So it goes.
Here comes Deadly Spins through once again for another 4 points.
Looks like we've got some really, really good blockers for the Black team. Oh! Deadly Spins takes a fall. And no pack is called.
White may be wanting to pass the Pansy, but they currently cannot because their pivot is in the box. However, she is standing. Looks like she'll be coming back in shortly.
Each team has one in the box right now. Oh, Deadly Spins gets hit out and gets recycled.
And we do have a panty pass on the white team.
Yes.
Number 94 now has it.
94, Lily Hammer.
But the bout is called off before she can score any points.
So it goes. This is a level 2 jam, which means positional blocking only. Positional blocking only. We have Moody for the Potato Mashers and So Not Sorry for the Gravy Boats. There's the jam. So Not Sorry gets through the pack with Moody right behind. They're very close. It looks like Moody just barely beat So Not Sorry, but now So Not Sorry is in front. They're both fighting to get through the pack. So Not Sorry gets through, gets points. Moody right behind.
Remember, even though she is behind, she is the lead. So Moody is able to call it off.
All right, and now we're back to level 3. Hitting is on. Looks like we have Speed Demon. Speed Demon again jamming for the Gravy Boats. And What the Beck is our lead jammer.
Ooh, nice apex jump, and they call it off.
All right, it looks like we have Glam for the potato mashers. And Squid Vicious for the gravy boats. And Glam is our lead jammer. Glam is coming around the turn. Oh, Glam is not lead jammer. So, how mysterious.
Because
right.
Glam is not lead jammer, they cannot call it off.
Yes. And it looked like there was a panty pass, and now number 50, Roxanne Ruckus is our jammer for this round. And since there is no lead jammer, the jam cannot be called off, and there is still 1 minute left.
Every jam has the potential to last 2 minutes. Because there is no lead jammer, this one will go the full 2 minutes.
Oh.
And both jammers make it through on a scoring pass.
Yes. It looks like each of the teams have 2 people in the box, although now a blocker returns. The potato mashers have 2 in the box, and the gravy boats have 1. Glam gets recycled, and Roxanne Ruckus makes it through the pack again to score 4 more points.
Another potato masher in the box.
And Glam goes down, gets recycled. And that's the jam. This is another level 2 jam, positional blocking only.
Looks like our level 2 skaters are marked by green tape on their pads.
And the jam is on. We have Rebel straight through the pack for the gravy boats coming around. And we have Ramona Flowers jamming for the potato mashers. They're both stuck in the pack. Both fighting to get through. The backs are spreading apart. There's a potential for no pack. Oh, and we have a penalty on the white team, and Rebel makes it through the pack again.
The penalty called was for directional, which means that the player pushed in a direction opposite of derby direction, which is not allowed.
And there was a panty pass, and it looks like
Audrey Hitburn.
And the jam gets called off right before she can score points.
It's because she's so young.
We're back to an L3 jam. And we have Lil Bruiser playing for the gravy boats. And we have Trainwreck on the potato mashers jamming.
Little Bruiser is the lead jammer coming around for scoring pass.
Oh,
Jumps
with
the apex.
Jumps the
easily.
apex. Easy clear, coming around again.
Trainwreck still struggling to get through for her first pass.
Another
jump.
apex jump. There's 1 in the penalty box for the potato mashers, and now there's 1 in the penalty box for the Gravy Boats.
And Trainwreck makes it through for her first scoring pass.
Lil Bruiser attempts to pass. Ooh, jammer on jammer action. But that means that Little Bruiser gets hit around a bit before. She can get through the pack.
Coach tells her to keep going, keep going. Sometimes they'll call it off at this point if their opponent is in scoring position, but the coach is signaling for her to keep going. So around she goes again, Little Bruiser coming around, and there.
Trainwreck gets hit out. Now there is no one in the penalty box. Everyone is in play. And now we have Speed Demon going to the penalty box. Speed Demon on the Gravy Boats.
On a directional call again.
Both of them are stuck in the pack, both jammers, and
Little Bruiser calls
Little
it
Bruiser
off.
calls it off. All right, we have Mac Attack for the Potato Mashers, and we have Scream Queen for the Gravy Boats. Mac Attack gets through the pack right away, right away.
Let's see if they can score some points for White.
It looks like there might be a panty pass happening. Oh, and Mac Attack gets hit out. She goes back.
Speed Demon is back in. And almost takes out Mac Attack, but
Mac
doesn't quite
Attack
get there.
escapes. Looks like the penny was passed to Abby Kadabi, number 2. A pivot. Nope.
It was passed. She is now the jammer, and she got a penalty, which means there is no black jammer on the track, which means
Power jam for Mac Attack. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Mac Attack just played in the adult game literally like 30 minutes ago. So,
she's got to be a little tired.
yeah.
But she is just ripping through this pack.
All right, it looks like the black jammer, the Gravy Boat jammer is standing.
And Mac Attack calls it off before the jammer can leave the box, which means we start with a power jam for the Potato Mashers.
It's likely that they'll switch out Abby Kadabi for a level 2 jammer because it's a level 2 jam right now. So it looks like we have Audrey Hitman jamming for the Potato Mashers. And it looks like black team switched in number 13.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry. So not sorry.
So not sorry. Audrey Hepburn makes it to the pack.
She's on her scoring pass.
Yes, and Liz Lee jammer, and So Not Sorry is
coming around to score.
Yes.
Ooh. That's a hit, and So Not Sorry gets the penalty. She's heading to the box.
That is a power jam for the Potato Mashers as Audrey Hepburn makes it through again.
Power jams like these are a great opportunity for the team to get back on the board.
Oh.
And Audrey is doing a fantastic job of scoring points.
And it looks like So Not Sorry is standing, but the jam is over before So Not Sorry can return. So the Gravy Boats will likely switch in a level 3 jammer since it is not allowed for level 2 to play in a level 3.
Typically when that happens, when they make that switch, the player who gets put into the box as a switch does not accrue that penalty. You are allowed 7 penalties before you are ejected from the game. But if you are switched in because of a level 2 or level 3 play, you do not accrue that penalty. Ooh, nice jump. Didn't quite make it past, but a very nice jump nonetheless.
What the Beck on the Potato Mashers is Lee Jammer, it looks like. And White has the pivot in the penalty box. Roxanne Ruckus on the Gravy Boats comes around the turn. Oh, big hit. Gets recycled back.
And What the Beck coming around again to score more points for the Potato Mashers. She keeps going. The more points she can score, the better at this point. And she laps.
Roxanne Ruckus. Ooh, hit it and quit it there. What the Beck hit it and quit it. A hit it and quit it is when the lead jammer goes through the pack to get points and then calls it off immediately so that the jammer that is right behind them cannot get points. White team is beginning to catch up to, or the Potato Mashers is beginning to catch up to Gravy Boats. This is another level 3 jam. We have Glam for the Potato Mashers and Smearcat for the Gravy Boats.
Glam gets recycled as Smearcat is still trying to push through up front.
Smearcat is caught in a very strong tripod, and the pivot from the Potato Mashers is standing up and will be returning to play very soon. But another blocker from the Potato Mashers goes into the box.
Glam still pushing in the back, trying to get through. Neither jammer has gotten through to make lead yet.
Oh, you say that as Smearcat takes lead jammer and gets through the pack. Smearcat number 12 gets through the pack. Glam is still struggling to get around the...
Strong tripod.
Yes. There is no one in the box. Everyone is in play. Smearcat's main strategy seems to be pushing very, very aggressively against the Potato Mashers.
And a panty pass occurred. Kamikaze for the Potato Mashers now has the panty as she struggles to get through the pack to get into scoring position for the Potato Mashers. Smearcat is still trying to score.
And that's the jam.
Getting ready for another level 2 jam here. So positional blocking only. No one in the box, so nobody to switch out.
It looks like we have Rebel again for the Gravy Boats. And Moody on the Potato Mashers. And the jam is on. Ooh, Rebel
There
gets
goes
caught a little bit
Rebel.
there.
Pushing through, Audrey Hitburn holding her back.
And Rebel makes it through the pack.
As as Moody is called on a penalty. It is now a power jam for the Gravy Boats. Rebel.
Rebel has a power jam. But Audrey Hepburn, the pivot of the Potato Mashers, stops her for a little bit. Moody is standing. Moody is standing.
And the black pivot is in the box.
Rebel's struggling to make it through the pack. Gets recycled.
For those of you who have never played Derby, getting recycled as a jammer is exhausting and annoying.
I agree.
And Moody makes it through the pack. She is on her scoring.
Yeah. It looks like there's no one in the box right now.
Rebel coming around for another scoring pass. And Moody makes it through again.
Moody makes it through again, scoring 4 points. And Rebel calls it off.
Back to level 3. No one in the box, no one to switch out.
And now it is intermission. We will be back. Derby will return after a short break. Maria's Kitchen? I'm gonna grab my coat really quick. Yeah. Okay.
The other food truck reviews, I'll look it up.
Okay.
Yes, Maria's food trucks. Yeah, yep. And the other food truck, yeah, that's the one.
Just an announcement, please note, Maria's Food Trucks will be back tomorrow morning, serving breakfast from 8 a.m. to noon. Crystal's Kitchen Barbecue will also be present tomorrow. Be sure to check both food trucks out. They are delicious.
You guys are going to pick our MVPs. There's going to be one per person, per team, per level.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't have to be a jammer blocker from each team. Like one person per team per level. So one level 2 on black, one level 4 on black.
So like 8 total? 4 total?
One
Yeah.
level, one person per level per team. 4 people. Gotcha. Different MVPs, and those are the things you guys pick.
Okay. So we're just gonna call them.
Maybe don't look for one numbers.
2 minutes left in intermission. 2 minutes left in intermission.
And while we're waiting for the second half of this JRDA tournament to start, we would like to thank some of our sponsors for this evening. We have Michigan's Original Skate Shop, the Next Level Skate Shop, the Magic Hat Tattoo, Tamboy Training and Recovery, Happy, and Spicy Design. Without them, this event would not be possible. So please check out the vendors that we have and say thank you to all of our sponsors. It's important to note that during this halftime, the teams do switch benches so that no team has an unfair advantage at the pivot line or the jam line. The jam refs also switch teams so that they're not responsible for the same team the entire time. That way, again, for fairness, everyone gets a chance with everyone.
Intermission is almost over. With the Gravy Boats leading the score.
We do also want to thank, as always, our refs and NSOs, without whom this game would not be possible. Thank you, refs and NSOs.
It looks like we're starting off with a level 3 jam. And we have Trainwreck jamming for the Potato Mashers. And Scream Queen, I believe, for the Gravy Boats. Yes, Scream Queen. And the Potato Mashers are going into this with one in the box. Next whistle will start the half.
And we're off with Scream Queen and Trainwreck, both trying to get through the pack. Mac Attack doing a great job of holding back Scream Queen, the Tripod holding back Trainwreck.
Remember, the Potato Mashers have one in the box, though that person is now standing. The pack has expanded quite a bit.
And Mac Attack gets called for a penalty, out of play block.
Which means that Scream Queen can continue moving through the pack.
Mac Attack's penalty not called. She returns to the track as well.
How mysterious and strange. And number 79, Squid Vicious, goes to the penalty box.
Speed Demon recycling.
And that's the end. All right, here we have another level 3 jam. with Marvelicious for the potato mashers and Little Bruiser once again for the gravy boats.
And Marvelicious makes it through.
Through the pack and is lead jammer.
Marvelicious is lead jammer. And she makes it through again, scoring another quick 4 points. 3 points.
Lil Bruiser being held back by a tripod.
And Little Bruiser is out.
Little Bruiser makes it through, is not the lead jammer. She is not the lead jammer.
She's ready to make her scoring pass, coming up around behind the pack. And she's through easily, scoring the points.
It looks like Marvelicious might be stuck a little bit, but the jam is over.
Here we go on another level 2 jam. Positional blocking only.
We have Skeeter Swift for the potato mashers and So Not Sorry again for the gravy boats. It is a power jam. So Not Sorry ends up in the box and the potato mashers have a power jam.
Rebel out in front. Everybody else holding Skeeter Swift. But her teammates are able to help her, and she is out of the pack, getting ready to make her scoring run. So Not Sorry is standing.
Skeeter Swift comes around again. Oh, it takes a fall. And now, So Not Sorry is re-entering the pack, coming back in for a chance at scoring. So Not Sorry makes it through the pack. Skeeter Swift stuck behind. And Skeeter Swift calls it off before So Not Sorry can get some points. All right, we're back to level 3. That means all kinds of blocking are welcome. We have What the Beck on the potato mashers jamming and Deadly Spins for the gravy boats. What the Beck is straight through the pack. And Deadly Spins makes it through. Deadly Spins, he is not the lead jammer. Deadly Spins is not the lead jammer. And What the Beck calls it off before he can get through. Another level 3 with Abby Kadabi for the gravy boats and Phantasma for the potato mashers.
And Abby Kadabi straight through the pack.
Abby Kadabi, lead jammer, coming around.
There's Phantasma coming out, getting ready for her scoring pass. Lots of people falling down, but everybody's getting back up as Abby Kadabi calls it off.
And the jam is over. Now we're back to a level 2 jam. This is a level 2. We have So Not Sorry on jamming for the gravy boats. And we have Ramona Flowers jamming for the potato mashers. Oh, but a timeout is called. Oh, the gravy boats have one in the box. Timeout is over. Next whistle starts the jam. And the jam is on. So Not Sorry. Trying to get through the pack.
Pushes through the front and she is through.
So Not Sorry is our lead jammer.
Ramona Flowers still trying to get through the pack. So Not Sorry comes around again. 4 more points for the Gravy Boats. And here comes Ramona Flowers
Getting
through the
through the
pack,
pack.
getting ready for her scoring pass.
So Not Sorry is in the box, which means
It's a power jam. Ramona Flowers gets through the pack. Also, since So Not Sorry was lead and now is in the box, this jam will go for the full 2 minutes.
Remember, if you are lead jammer and you get a penalty, you lose your lead jammer status. And with no lead jammer means no calling off.
Now, So Not Sorry is standing and preparing to re-enter the pack.
Ramona Flowers makes another pass, scores another 4 points.
So Not Sorry back from the penalty box and keeps going. There's only 30 seconds left in this jam.
Can Ramona Flowers score another few points for her team?
Ramona gets recycled back. And So Not Sorry just squeezes through the potato mashers. Audrey Hepburn performing offense. And So Not Sorry is back. And that's the jam. We're back to level 3, folks. We have number 12, Smear Cat, for the Gravy Boats. And we have Marvelicious for the Potato Mashers.
And Marvelicious whips through the pack, coming around for her scoring pass. Smearcat still held up, getting recycled. Panty pass.
Panty pass to, but it's called off.
Another level 3 jam.
What the Beck on Potato Mashers.
And Little Bruiser on the Gravy Boats. Both of these jammers have had a lot of success in the past. Let's see if they can score some points for their team.
Both of them stuck in the pack behind some very effective tripods. What the Beck gets recycled back. The pack is spreading apart. Mac Attack does a very good job of stopping Little Bruiser from continuing. Oh, it looks like we have What the Beck going to the box,
Which means
there is no lead jammer and it is a power jam. Oh, big pile up there.
power jam for Little Bruiser. Mac Attack all up in her face.
Oh, and they have a blocker in the box. That makes this even harder for our potato mashers.
Little Bruiser takes off the star.
Mac Attack throwing some very heavy hits there. as the power jam is over.
What, the back on the track? Little Bruiser still looking. Is she gonna pass the panty or is she gonna hang on to it?
And What the Beck makes it through the pack.
25 seconds left in the jam. Remember, with no lead jammer, it goes the full 2 minutes.
And we have another potato masher in the penalty box. Oh, very close. And that's the jam. That was a rough one.
That was a rough one. And now we're back to level 2.
Level 2. We have Audrey Hitburn for the potato mashers.
And Grim Roller for the gravy boats.
Grim Roller, we haven't seen jam yet.
No, I don't believe we have.
Audrey Hitburn makes it through the pack and is lead jammer.
Grim Roller gets recycled back pretty far. As Audrey comes up.
Oh. The pack is very far apart right now. Oh, and
Grim Roller
Roller
gets
in
sent
the box.
to the box.
But Grim Roller is not. Oh. This next jam will be a level 3. So the gravy boats had 3 in the box, so they switched out those 3 for level 3 players.
Their jammer, their pivot, and a blocker is in the box.
So it's looking good for Trainwreck, the Potato Masters jammer. Next whistle starts the jam.
Okay, jam is on, and Trainwreck is through.
The pivot is standing for the gravy boats, and so is the blocker, and so is the jammer. They will be returning soon.
It's heard on the track, which is why we always have medics available and watching. Thank you so much to our medics who are always there for us.
And the box is empty right now, so everyone is in play. Jam is on.
We've got What the Beck versus Squid Vicious.
Oh, oh, that's
Ooh.
a big fall.
Hard hit.
What the Beck makes it through, because when a jammer is hit out and the person who hit them out falls, they can still remain in the pack they can come right back in as long as there's no one in front of them that goes like behind them again. So also that hit landed the pivot in the penalty box.
Which is another reason why What the Beck was able to just continue, because if you get a penalty from a hit, it's not legal.
Yes. So What the Beck was exceptionally legal just there.
And unfortunately, we have Squid Vicious in the box, which means it is a power jam for What the Beck.
There's a lot going on right now.
Let's see if the Potato Mashers can help their jammer through to score a few points. Recycling all the way back. Notice that they're standing with their arms spread out. They have to be 10 feet apart. Any more than 10 feet and they are out of play.
Ooh, What the Beck goes down. What the Beck calls the jam just before
Squid Vicious.
Squid Vicious returns. Why am I echoing all of a sudden? All right, and we're back to a level 2 jam. And a timeout was called. We have So Not Sorry jamming for the Gravy Boats, and we have Moody jamming for the Potato Mashers. There is no one in the penalty box, it looks like. Oh, it looks like So Not Sorry was taken off, and Rebel was put in her place.
As we said, there is
Oh, maybe there is someone in the penalty box?
somebody in the penalty box. And here we go with our level 2 jam. Rebel and Moody up against each other.
It looks like
Rebel
is the lead jammer.
Even though she's at the back of the pack, that means that she got out first before Moody, and then Moody passed her. So Rebel has the opportunity to call it off when she wants, not Moody.
Rebel gets through. Rebel gets through the pack. And the penalty box is now empty. Everyone is on the track.
Except for the black pivot who just got called for a penalty.
Oh, it looks like it's a power jam for the Gravy Boats as Moody heads to the box.
Power jam for Rebel.
Oh, guess what? Rebel just got a penalty, which means
we have a quick switch. Black Jammer will sit. White Jammer.
oh, I think the White Jammer may have gotten 2 penalties.
So what happened there, folks? Usually the White Jammer would have been released because you have to have a jammer on the track, obviously, to play Derby. However, because the White Jammer got 2 penalties, their first penalty was basically erased when the Black Jammer got a penalty, but their second penalty is now being served.
And now Moody returns to the pack as Rebel attempts to get around the Potato Mashers.
Potato Masher's doing a great job of holding on to her, though.
Both jammers get recycled. Moody and Rebel fight to get through the pack. And now the jam is over.
And because both jammers got a penalty there, there was no lead jammer, which means the jam went on for the full 2 minutes.
We're back to level 3.
And who do we have on the track with us now?
We have Phantasma playing for the Potato Mashers, and So Not Sorry playing for the Gravy Boats. Both very good jammers. How mysterious.
Okay, we have a lead jammer called.
Phantasma barely makes it through the pack.
Phantasma makes it through.
Because Mac Attack fell when she hit So Not Sorry out. Mac Attack, So Not Sorry was able to continue play,
Immediately instead of having to be recycled.
and Mac Attack lands in the box. Phantasma still lead coming around the turn with So Not Sorry right behind, and the jam is called.
Another level 3 coming up. Looks like we've got Little Bruiser for the Gravy Boats.
And Lily Hammer for the
Potato Mashers.
Potato Mashers.
They're playing a little game here, going back as far as they can, getting a good run. The jam is on, and here they go.
Oh, big hits from both jammers. Oh, that's tough. As Lil Bruiser makes it out of the pack and is the lead jammer, Lily Hammer gets hit. Gets hit out and recycled. Now Lil Bruiser comes back for the second point scoring pass, coming out right behind Lily Hammer, who just made it through the pack.
However, our lead jammer, Lil Bruiser, was just called on a penalty. Therefore,
Now it is a power jam and there's no lead jammer, which means that the jam will go for 2 full minutes.
so Lily Hammer is on the track for a power jam. As her team helps her out, she gets through.
Almost. I believe that was Speed Demon that got her out. Oh, so close.
Woo! Some hard hits coming in here.
And a blocker on the Gravy Boats gets called for a low block.
The pivot.
The pivot. Jammer is standing for the Gravy Boats. Lil Bruiser is standing, which
Lily Hammer still trying to make it through. 25 seconds left in the jam. Both jammers pushing their way through.
Lily Jammer being recycled by Speed Demon.
And Lil Bruiser
Lil
makes it
Bruiser.
through.
Lil Bruiser still, remember, not the lead jammer due to the penalty. And Lily Hammer goes to the box.
Which means the jam will end with the white jammer still in the box.
Little Bruiser just barely scores another 4 points before the jam ends. This is a level 2. This is a level 2 now. So the Potato Mashers will likely decide to switch out the jammer in the box in order to make sure it's not a level 3 going up against level 2 blockers. It looks like we have Rebel jamming for the gravy boats. Rebel's very fast.
Positional blocking only, which means they cannot hit. They can only stand in front and position their bodies in front of the jammer.
Rebel gets recycled. Rebel goes back. All right, the Potato Masher jammer, Skeeter Swift, is standing. Skeeter Swift returns to the track as Rebel makes it through and is now the lead jammer. Rebel approaches.
Skeeter Swift still trying to push through the pack. She has not yet made it through once, which means she cannot yet score points.
Oh, and
Rebel makes it through.
The pack is in the front, and now they have returned together. Rebel tries to make it through. Oh, gets knocked out.
And recycled by Moody. Skeeter Swift still trying to push through. Can she make it?
Very little time left in the jam. It might be best for Rebel to save. Oh, yes. Rebel calls it off to save energy for the next jam. We're back to level 3, folks.
With one in the box for the gravy boats.
We've got Trainwreck out here for the Potato Mashers and Abby Kadabi for the gravy boats. We've seen both of these jammers before.
All right, pushing through, pushing through. Look at this offense. Fantastic offense on both sides.
Trainwreck trying to get around. Oh, and we have a lead jammer. Abby Kadabi makes it through.
Black pivot to the box. As the other black blocker is released. Trainwreck makes it through on a non-scoring pass. So she is now ready to score some points, but Abby Kadabi goes through.
Abby Kadabi calls it.
Calls it off, and Trainwreck is unable to score any points.
The gravy boats have their pivot in the box, and they switch it out, probably due to fatigue. We have Smearcat jamming for the gravy boats, and What the Beck jamming for the Potato Mashers.
And What the Beck goes through the inside, takes the inside track, and she is lead jammer.
Coming around the turn. Oh, Smearcat goes down, and so does What the Beck. Both of them get recycled.
Penalty.
Maybe. Smearcat makes it through again. Again, not the lead jammer. And What the Beck
Is lead.
hot on her trail. And it is called off before any points can be scored. Are they all jammers?
Yeah, but Lilyhammer has a legit. She's been doing a lot of blocking.
Yeah, I think Lily. All right, remember this is a level 2 jam, positional blocking only. We have Rebel jamming for the gravy boats, and we have Moody jamming for the potato mashers. And Rebel makes it through and is the lead jammer. Both of the blockers that are in the penalty box are standing and will return to play soon. There's one from each team.
Moody makes it through and is now on her scoring pass, but Rebel calls it off before she can score any points for the potato mashers.
And now we're back to level 3. This is a level 3 jam. Looks like we have Little Bruiser out for the gravy boats.
And
Glam for the potato mashers.
And no one in the box.
It appears as if you're correct.
No one in the box.
Everyone is in play.
Oh, little jammer on jammer action there as Lil Bruiser hits Glam.
Big fall there. The pack is spreading apart. Ooh, Lil Bruiser gets hit back, but Mac Attack gets a penalty, likely for failure to reform due to that pack being split up. So the potato mashers have 2 blockers, one of them a pivot, in the box.
Which gives Little Bruiser the opportunity to get out, which she does, and goes on a scoring pass.
It looks like Glam is the lead jammer, however, and Glam calls it off before Little Bruiser can get any points. Another level 3 here. Looks like So Not Sorry for the gravy boats, and Marvelicious for the potato mashers. We've seen both of these jammers before. And the potato mashers still have 2 in the box, so they're playing with only 2. Oh, and it looks like there's some offense from Speed Demon there, and So Not Sorry makes it through and is the lead jammer, while Marvelicious is still in the pack.
One of the blockers back on for the potato mashers. The pivot is standing and the pivot is back on. And
oh, Speed Demon gets a penalty. Speed Demon gets a penalty.
So now we have a black blocker in the box as So Not Sorry comes around for another scoring pass.
Ooh, So Not Sorry gets hit out and gets recycled. And Marvelicious makes it through. Marvelicious makes it through on the first pass. No points yet. Oh, So Not Sorry gets hit out.